Hello guys and welcome to Low Elo Legends. We are gonna be watching some Low Elo Legends. I'm not sure if Dave is around anyhow. I talked with Dave about doing a Low Elo Legends episode once. So I was thinking this would be a perfect opportunity to include Dave if he's around. So in the red color we have this guy called T9 Official. Then the Khmer. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit to make sure we catch up. He's playing as a guy in the blue color called Waiting for Players. So I'm not sure about the ELO. It's low ELO Legends though, so obviously we cannot expect it to be too high. The level of gameplay probably isn't going to be too high either. But that's what we're here for, guys. We are here to learn, to enjoy, and maybe make a little bit of fun at the same time. You know what they say? It's happy little accidents, and then we fix them, okay? So as you can see, red here is trying to lure a deer. This is something that is very normal from high-level players, and we can see the red player trying to lure the deer. He's doing a decent job of it so far, but the angle was a little bit off there. The angle is like in 77 degrees instead of 79, so he's doing a little bit of a mistake there. Also, he did a way bigger overkill here, because when you shoot the deer, you only need 2 kills, 2 villagers to shoot the deer. But here he used 4 villagers. So that was a big mistake. And as you can see, he used 3 women and 1 male. Where I'm not sure how to say anything now without being sexist, so I'm just going to pass it on and go to the next one. You can see the red player, he's actually neglecting... What's it called? He's neglecting scouting completely, which is not something you should do. You often want to look around and scout, because right now it's all dark, right? So this red player won't know exactly what to do, because it's all dark. But he is Khmer, and luckily for him, Khmer can play everything. So with that in mind, that should help him. Let's have a quick look at blue. He's going for a drush. He's already built a house, mistaking a house for a mining camp. He tried probably to take stone with the house, but he needs a mining camp for that. He's also bringing in a second boar, so he has probably watched some of my tutorial videos on YouTube on the timings, because the timing here is quite perfect. And now we can see the red player, he's trying to lure deer as well, but he forgot that he had 1 more deer at home, so he doesn't have to go all the way over the map to find deer from the opponent. And as we can see now, he's also finding the stone. At the same time, he's also luring the second deer. The timing is okay. Again, the angle is a little bit awkward. He killed the boar with 2 more vills than he has to. So that's obviously on something you learn over time. Let me see here. Now we have to pay attention if he, like, Low Elo Legends probably don't micro their wood villagers very much. So we're gonna have to see if he does this. See, he's oversaturating this tree very hard right now, which means all these 3 villagers will go idle. Look, there was so much unnecessary idle time now because he put all the 3 villagers on the same tree. And as we can see, Low Elo Legends as well, they usually don't have the APM to watch their scouts all the time, which we can clearly see here with red already taking 29 damage on his scout cavalry. And this is also... So when you are Khmer, what you want to do when the drush comes in is garrison the house and micro. What this player is doing here, I think he probably doesn't know that Khmer can garrison in houses. So he's walling in the villagers instead, when he could have garrisoned in the house and just micro and kill all the militia very easy with villagers. He did kill the blue scout though, so that was very nice. But yeah, he's about to eat this berry bush too much, because this berry bush will disappear soon. We're gonna have to see if he will notice or not, as he is now sending 2... Again, he's walling when he probably doesn't know that he can garrison in houses, because if he just garrisons in houses and micros, then he can kill very easy. And he's going for the marathon lumberjack mission. I'm not sure what the purpose of these 2 guys is. They look like they want to chop the tree, but at the same time they don't. So they're going on an adventure. This is Frodo and Sam right here. Well, the Nazgul are in the Shire. The Scout idle, obviously, like I said, APM it's hard to have a high APM. Cannot really do too much with the Scout. Again, he moved it like 5 tiles. Typical low Elo Legend noob, where you move it 5 tiles and don't touch it again. And he's going for the stable. Again, he just keeps walling instead of killing the Vils, which is obviously it's up to him if he wants to do that. But as you can see on the score, not looking great right now. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because I think we're not live yet, so we can go forward a little bit. The blue player is doing the fat slob. He's preparing the full fat slob and trying to react now as the red player is making scouts and tower. Red player, again, he probably doesn't know that Khmer can farm everywhere, so he's doing the typical mistake of farming around your town center. This space could have been used for houses or other buildings, so he could, for example, farm down here, which is, I know there's a guy called T90 that tends to farm out here, even with other civs. Without, well, the closest drop-off point is there, he still farms down there. So that's one thing, and of course, again, if you just listened to me earlier and made house where you can micro instead of going for... Oh! Quick walls! This is not something you see very much at this level. That is very, very impressive, I must say. But he's about to... Oh, he did overchop the tree. So let's see if he can... Oh, red player making some moves. He's also doing the tower on the front. And you see he's going for the barracks. But the thing is, the barracks has 1,200 HP. So it would have made way more sense to actually take a house that has 550 HP. But since he built the tower on the house, he cannot take it out anymore. But it is what it is. Cannot really do anything about that. You can see the blue player has a really nice map. Gold in the back, stone in the back, everything in the back. Auto everything, as they say. While the red player is just making houses forward. Probably... I don't know why he's making houses there, but it is what it is, right? Oh, he made a trap! He has definitely been watching the Viper videos on YouTube. Makes a lot of sense, because how else would anyone ever think about that? Now he's sending the villagers back because he thinks the job is done here. Now I don't know the ELO of these players. I'm not sure what to expect from now on. You can see the red player, the scouts are usually a raiding unit, but he is choosing to kill houses instead or destroy houses, which I guess makes sense. For some reason, the blue player is still in Dark Age as we are approaching 15 minutes. So that's very strange, but he is in Feudal Age now and has to build a new barracks. So in hindsight, the disaster tower by red actually turned out to be beneficial because he was able to take the barracks. Blue is doing nothing. And as we can see, the red player, he did spend like... Show global queue? Oh, sorry. What? How do I show global queue? Oh, this. I'm sorry. As we can see, the red player now going to Castle Age as well. But he did waste a lot of wood here. Like I said earlier, he could have just killed the militia, but instead he's choosing to wall them in and such. Again, he has to spend a lot of wood now repairing this gate instead of having them killed. So just remember that for the future. Try to kill the units instead. Spearman coming out now, so blue did get to Castle Age himself. He's now going for 2 archery ranges and making archers. I'm not sure what the plan is here for either player. Double stable in the back. This is definitely a low Elo Legend move. People tend to build or hide buildings like this. I've seen other low Elo Legends like Doubt do these moves before, so it makes a lot of sense. It's a very passive game from blue player. MBL would make it. That would also make sense. Actually, MBL would make 3 ranges in the back and then skirmishers. Sneaky skirms, you know. So the red player is making a lot of pressure with the crossbows. And doing a university because he doesn't have stone. So that's also a typical low Elo Legend noob. Noob? What am I saying? Mistake. He made so many towers that he cannot afford town centers. As he breaks through and now sees the knights. So now he has to invest so many wood to make stone. And before he could make town center, which he is doing right now. He also forgot to wall his whole base. Like, if people have watched, there's a famous player called Fatslob that has like tutorials on how to wall. I would highly recommend you guys to watch those in order to learn the art of walling. As we can see, the red player had fallen back with all his army, making crossbows against walls was apparently not the best decision, as the knights now are cleaning up everything. And we have quite a close game where we transition into 3 town centers for both players. Villager count is very similar, and red player is chasing nothing with his army while he's being rated. See, this is the point where you have to realize that if you wall like Fatslob, you will not take damage. And red player will learn this after this game. Probably he will realize that the reason why he's now defending, oh how fast things turn, as he didn't convert with the knights. He was all the aggression in Feudal Age, he was fighting against the walls. And now he is in Castle Age, and now he's defending and has nothing going his way. It's just full defense while knights are raiding everywhere because he did not learn from the Fatslob. His eco is becoming a full disaster, although it's very, very similar still, as the blue player keeps raiding in and out. Red player made 1 elephant. Yes. Oh, he actually realized that he can hide in house. So that's good on red to figure that out. As he's getting raided again. Oh, he was trying to build a house, but his crossbows were blocking. And the knights coming. The blue player is showing incredibly APM for his low elo. So forcing the red player to constantly wall and constantly be everywhere on the map. Again, coming in from the left, coming in from the top. At this point though, he's kind of wasting the knights, so that's probably not the best move. Oh, he got in on the wood line! The red player overchopped! This is why you Fatslob! Lesson learned! Oh, it's falling apart, losing vills left, losing... Quick wall, nice quick wall though. He's losing crossbows everywhere. A lot of action happening now because the mangonel is killing the elephant, but the crossbows are coming in on the gold, so there's a lot of damage to be done for red player. Losing more and more villagers. Suddenly there's a 23 villager difference. All because red player has not watched Fatslob. Red player still has 20 more military, but he's so far behind in economy now. Really hard now for the red player. Even though he has the score lead, it's very deceiving because all blue needs to do is make some military to catch up. And blue has great defense, he has the Fatslob, and he has the mangonels. Red is doing a decent job microing here, but he doesn't have thumbering, so most likely these crossbows will die. He's making a little mistake of running down the hill, because when he runs down the hill, he takes extra damage. Oh! He's getting forward castle! It's a doubt castle! Red player is ready to deny it though, so blue player has to go back. This was a little bit too ballsy by blue player. As we can see, red did a tower and has many archer. So he did a good job at defending that. Now the question is, will blue player try to go for the castle again? Suddenly the game is close again. There's 9 villager difference. But now comes the mangonels. I don't know if red player has redemption. No, he is trying to convert the knights. Looks like blue player wants to send villagers still. He has many villagers forward. Actually, that's a town center. Well, whatever works. Whatever floats your boat. Oh, the mangonel! Oh, the split from the red player. He knows how to click the split button. That is also good to see. Another non-conversion. It looks like waiting for players is looking really good and wants to come in for the house, but the red player has house walled it in. So it is, again, a very, very close game. I'm not sure what blue player wants to do now, as the blue player is on the way to Imperial Age. Red player being Khmer has the Khmer farms, as we know, but he is still producing from many town center. So when he produced this many vills and many army, he cannot click to imp very fast. What is this? What are the red villagers doing here? 3 villagers given away. I don't know what happened there. Probably he did some shift clicking, and instead of jumping from the house to the other side, he just went around the forest. It's putting the pressure. There's still a castle there. There's a castle here. Question now is, what will blue player make in the Imperial Age? He's now going for barracks, so maybe he is going for the unique unit called Condottiero, which is very impressive if he knows about that, because that's a secret unit that many low Elo Legends don't actually know about. Now, probably there's a lot of panic in red player because he realizes that the other guy's up to him. So now he stopped making villagers, which is very weird, because why do you make so many vills if you're just gonna stop making vills, right? It doesn't make sense. But he's doing it now, so we'll have to see what he's doing. We have Cavalier on the way and condos for the blue player. Condos have been buffed recently in the patch, but they are still not good. So we'll have to see what happens here. Oh, the red player is going for wheelbarrow timing. He has been watching some Nikov streams, so he has been learning from that, as he, again, red players had many challenges with oversaturation this game. So we're gonna have to wait and see here. It's very hard to know where this game will go, because condos is not a unit that will kill, I think, but blue is taking great map control. He has watched MBL make outposts, so he's doing the same everywhere. 90 is now doing bloodlines, only took him 41 minutes. I mean, the red player. He has many mangonels. It's going for scouts. Blue player has been an imp for a while now, but he hasn't done anything. I don't know why. He is getting the monk. The cavalier, but not the armor upgrade. I don't know what's going on right now. I guess that's what you get when you watch low Elo Legends, right? You don't know or understand what's happening, and that's also the charm of watching low Elo Legends. That's kind of what happens. Oh, the red player suddenly has learned the fat slab. That took a while, but he has his now. As the blue player finally comes in with the condos, they have almost full upgrades, and he's not fighting, he's just running. Just passing. Okay, now he's fighting. The issue here is that red should realize that he needs to build farms around town centers. And the reason for this is because you want to be able to jump into the town center when you are getting raided. So that's a big mistake on red's end there. It's going to lose many villagers. And there you have it. I think the condos simply just killed too many units. And in the end, red was spending most of his time fighting buildings with his crossbows. Most of the time you want to use crossbows against military or villagers. But for most of this game, red player has been shooting the houses and the walls and the outposts. So that's... He's doing a stable, as he's also watched the Max stream. But in the end, blue player did win with the condottiero, so good try. I'm sure they all can learn a lot. Hopefully they watch me casting this so they can learn. And Frodo and Sam is still alive, are they? I wouldn't actually be able to know. But they weren't able to get into Mordor. Sauron did some stone walls and such, so... Yeah, that was my first low Elo Legends. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was also my last low Elo Legends. Just so you know. So there's that.